God!
Right, before I even start, obviously it's Monday morning and it's the start of another week. However, I'm gonna try and do an intro. However, I can't bring myself to do something that's like rehearsed or like planned. So I'm gonna try and remember during this week or today, if something happens and something goes wrong or whatever, I'm gonna try and blend it into, this is episode 50. Wow, episode 50. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Episode 50. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, I've just edited episode 49. However, there's another one. So I think we've already had the episode 50. I need to catch up, mate. I am struggling. But I've started doing weekly ones now. But let me know what you think, because for me, I went away from doing the weekly ones because we've I suppose you should be the judge of this or not. Like, I think we've got loads of good content, like loads happens in the day and therefore in the week that I'm filming it, and then when I come to edit it, there's a lot of stuff I delete, and like the stuff that obviously gets in the videos, I'm thinking, well, you know, there's some like value to that. There's either tells the story of the week or it'll educate other people in if they're going through similar, or but it's like the episodes are like nearly 2 hours long, and I'm thinking it's like watching a film. You know, people don't have time to do that. It's got to be. That's why I went with the daily ones, because they were easier to edit, and you know, they were like less than an hour, and most people want to sit down and go, oh yeah, I'll just watch like a little series or something on Netflix. And I know that a lot of people watch our channel with that in mind, that, you know, it's like a after work or whenever they get a chance, you can watch like a little half an hour. But yeah, so I'm in limbo at the minute of, do I just chop the weekly episode down and do one, or do we do what like some of the other ones do and do like a midweek one, then an end of the week one, or do we just carry on with the dailies? I just got a bit overwhelmed. You'll see on the videos, like we just had so much going on with like building control, Simmo's funeral, like just all sorts, and I'm still playing catch up now, so I just need like a good day. Whereas what I'm planning to do actually is I'm planning to go to Daneslow. So what I might do is I might get the train down, and then I can just sit on the train and just try and blitz through all the editing, because I have not kept up with any social media in terms of like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that. Like, we're meant to be doing all that, and then the shorts on YouTube, we're meant to be doing all them, because there's all the bits in the videos that we put together. I can put together little shorts of 60 seconds that people might find interesting, and I just haven't had time to do it, so I need to try and create time. But yeah, I'll try and come up with an intro through the week. So to do that, I need to figure out what bloody episode we're on. So I'll figure that out now, and then but I'm on the way to the extension job. The other lads are on the student job. The knock-through job is finished now. That's us done. So thanks to Mick and Scott, who've stepped in and obviously finished where Mick left it. And then Mick is actually doing work for that company now. So I just said, well, you know, just get Mick to finish those little bits that they were asking us to like add on, and that's easier for me because it gets it off the list. And then good news, my sister's planning permission has been granted, so she had to jump through all these hurdles and stuff, and she read the complaint online, and it was basically just the neighbours moaning about Like for me, like there's no bats in their bushes, there's no birds nesting in their bushes, there's no bats or birds in their fascias. However, Neighbours make this up so that they've got some sort of grounds to try and refuse planning on a side extension because they don't want to see a side extension. I don't know the real reason for it. Like, they just don't want a house closer to theirs, I guess. And they were saying something about the render or the, you know, it does baffle me in this country. Like, doesn't matter what it is. So you will think that I'm talking like a builder and the, you know, I'm being biased. However, maybe I am being biased, but I've applied for a porch and people objected. People objected to a porch that was identical to theirs next door, and they objected, and I'm like, it was permitted development as well, but they still wrote to the council to object. And you're just like, ugh. And then every single extension we've done has had objections to it. Every single, I don't know, has anyone had an extension out there that hasn't had objections to it? But I just don't know what's up with the world. Why don't people like seeing, they don't see the bigger picture, that if the whole city, the whole street, the whole area, like, improves their house, like, the value of everyone's houses and the area and everything goes up, and it's better for everyone. But I don't know, maybe they're renting and they're thinking, well, I don't want them to do that because then the value of the area goes up and then my rent's going to go up and I'm never going to be able to buy a house. Maybe that is the only issue with it. But yeah, we'll be starting that next year, so that's one to look forward to. And then I need to send the price to the neighbour over the road, the one we're doing now. Similar extension, a bit smaller. Say we can knock them out easily enough in 12 weeks, so maybe a bit less if it's a bit smaller. But and then I've got to look at another job over the water as well. It's like a front dormer and a rear roof and stuff. Again, should be like an easy job that we can look at fitting in. It's weird having to look at jobs now because it is making me start to shape the company and hours are going forward, because we've done the student jobs for 7 years straight and obviously my own projects, and it's just worked out nice that we've both helped each other out. I've helped the student company, they've helped me, and now I don't know where I want the company to go, and I keep chopping and changing, but yeah, we'll see. I think I know what I want to do. I think I want to go down take on a few more extensions, but I'll do them slowly. I don't want to jump in and take too much on and let people down and, you know, spin too many plates. But we will start to take on more extensions, I think, and yeah, maybe, I don't know whether to grow the team or cut it back and be streamlined, have the best team and do the jobs as good as we can, or do take more staff on and do more jobs and take a bit more responsibility on. But then to do that, I'd want to nail this app that I've, you know, I mean, if anyone knows of an app out there that does what I want it to do, so if it tracks the lads' hours and you can relate that to a job, and do you know what, there's not an app, I know there's not, but if there is anything similar that I can save myself thousands of pounds up front and obviously just pay a subscription for, let me know, because I know Chris at Every Trade uses one that I'm going to look into, but it didn't do some of the stuff that I wanted it to. But it might be worth looking at to get ideas of if there's anything I can use off that on my app. We'll see what happens. But yeah, plan today is just to get as much tiling done on the extension job, and next milestone's getting the roof ticked off, and the fascias and soffits and downpipes, I suppose, because they want to leave the rendering until next year. So we'll fit the downpipes that's it for Monday, and then I'm still chasing up the building inspector. So I've sent them everything now. Like, listen, it's just been back and forth with the engineer, and the engineer is telling me everything's fine. I don't know what they want, but then building control just keep asking for stuff, and it's just like, oh. And then I've got to send some. I've done that pilot. Oh, I should have done that today, or last night. Planning, I've asked for the piling diagram, which I've sent, but then they said, oh, it needs to be on a scale drawing, which it is on a scale drawing, but I don't know. So I've asked, gone back to Every Trade just to see if they can put the piling diagram on top of the drawing, and then I can send that, and then hopefully we can get somewhere with that, because planning are now chasing me over the trailers, saying that I need planning permission to put the trailers on the yard, but I don't need planning permission to put them on the street. So those neighbours who are moaning, because planning don't go driving around looking for stuff. So whichever neighbours are moaning about the trailers being on the yard, if planning tell me I can't have them on the yard, I can park them on the street as long as they're connected to one of my vans. So please don't make me park them on the street connected to a van. And like, I know for a fact you will moan about that, but then there's no one you can moan to about that, because I don't know. I'm trying to do what I think's right here, and I don't know, whatever. I can never win, but if you are moaning to the council about me having a trailer on my yard, please stop. And on that subject, actually, I think I touched on it last episode, didn't I, where the neighbour over the road, she's the one that's been moaning to the council and highways and planning and health and safety, and jumping on the bandwagon of trying to make my life as difficult as they can for no reason other than they don't like the yard. Leaving like 1-star reviews on like my company, like that's just pathetic. So grow up and focus on your own work and stuff, and if I do something that's not allowed, I will hold my hands up. However, leaving 1-star reviews is just, I don't know, maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe I should start finding out what these people do for work and harassing them and sending 1-star reviews to their company, and maybe I'm doing things wrong. So we're on the extension job, and Tony's not going to Ivis on. What? Yeah, we've got loads down here, haven't we? Concrete screws. And what we're doing is Ronnie's going to start putting the soffits and fascia on. What?
You said, we've got loads, okay, where are they?
They should be in a box in there, Ronnie. In there. Or on the ground floor. Have a look on the ground floor. Nick and Scott come in last week and obviously got this bit all done with the existing, so that's ready for the hip to go back on and the ridge tiles to go back on. And then today is just going to be doing all the cuts and seeing how far we can get with that. And I say Ronnie's going to start putting the soffits and fascia on and gutters. Although we've got to go and swap the gutters because the owners want to have what they've got over there, which is white fascias with black gutters. Although I don't know whether they want to do. I wouldn't do it because it's going to stand out so much from next doors, and but whatever. If we'll have to swap this gutter then for black, so that it matches up. And whether we wrap that gutter round and join in. I always think if you've got enough down pipes in, I'd always join the gutters up because it'll spread the load. So yeah, cuts, and then we'll hopefully see how far we can get with this roof. And then it'll be dropping the scaffold because they're going to wait for the render on this house. So we'll be able to drop the scaffolding and start the small pitched roof at the front here and the flat roof at the back. And then once we've done that, we've had some bad news from the window company from Sterling. Due to profile deliveries, they can't get this order now until the 9th of January. So they're gutted, to be fair. But whoa, what's happened there? That's nuts. Have you done that to prize it out? I was thinking, how was that dropped like that? Yeah, they can't get them till the 9th of January, which isn't, ideal for them. But I've just got sticks all now for them. You are the biggest potty mouth. Hey.
And you are as well when you haven't got your phone in your hand.
Are you calling me out?
Yeah, as soon as you put that phone down, all the swear words.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled by YouTube people.
Andy Owens is a potty mouth.
Some people have got two personalities. First got one.
So we're just on the roof bit, and what we're doing is, you see we put a piece of batten here to bring the hip up. Then we put this bit down, which folds and sticks down to these, and then this bit is actually breathable, so it allows air through but not water. And then we've actually got the plastic trays as well. They go over the top now, like hip support trays. And then the old ridge tires will go back on. So we should have enough to put the old ones back on there, and then all these will be new then. So what we're going to do the same thing here. We'll build that bit up with the timber and down the sides there, and we can start getting these hips on. So Mick and Scott have come in and done all down here, and then everything else we're going to do now, we're just going to see whether we've got enough of the old tiles to reach that face so it stays the same colour, and then obviously do all new there, because I just didn't want to try and start blending it in it, and it'd look different. So I'm just going to staple this bit on top now, and then we'll put the plastic trays on. Right, me and Ronnie are putting on, as you can see, we've got the dry ridge system, so this will stick down to those. So wait for it to get a bit hot a day and stick that down so nothing can climb in the middle. Basically, that's what they're for. And then we've got a hip support tray on, so we've stapled them into the top of the batten. And then all you do is, Ronnie's going to pass us a screw, isn't it? And then, so this is the dry ridge system that lifts up, that clips in, clip them down, and then we put a screw through the top. Now I always leave these a bit loose, and then when they're all in, I'll go along at the end and tighten them. But this system, I don't know if you can see once I put this down. So I'll leave that a bit loose, and then as you can see here, there's like little ridges here between the bends that if water falls in between the tiles, so here it hits this, and obviously it can't go into the roof, whereas the old style that were just mortared in, if it went hot cold, they'd crack, or some of the mortar would fall out, and you obviously rain would get in. You're talking only like obviously a small crack's worth, but it's enough when we take old roofs off that you'll see these timbers have like started to deteriorate because water's got in, and then at the end just go down and push them tight so that nothing can blow out. But yeah, the way it's worked out, the whole house will have this system on now, except for the ridge, which to get that done we'd have to set scaffolding up front and back, so it's a bit more work. Have you got another ridge on? Oh, and then that, make sure we get a clip on that one, Ron.
This has got a bit of flickering.
Yeah, you have to knock that off, yeah. Yeah, there should be, there should have been we've had 2 hip tray boxes with them, so I need to go and buy another one actually, because I forgot about doing obviously the original one. I only bought enough to do the hips on here. So I've just been to what's it called? Bees and Files. However, they sell Chromar products, and we've started using Easy Trim. So I've come back to Chestnut over this side. Obviously the extension jobs in North Liverpool, and obviously Chestnut's in South Liverpool. But we've started using this type on the front, so I didn't want to swap and have a different... the customer wouldn't have noticed, however I would have, and any other builders and roofers driving past would have seen the difference. So for what it's worth, I've just come here, get the right ones, and then I've had to order 100 more tiles because we were a bit short, and we've got the pitched roof at the front to do as well. So yeah, and then I've got a little top hat for the side of the thing as well. I need to do a good old clear out of this van because there's like so much stuff just like on the front and stuff, but it's all stuff I need other than like the cups and that. But yeah, I just need a good clear out so I can get it all nice and tidy. Right, while I'm here, I'll pop over to the student job and see how Ben's getting on. You alright? Looking good, isn't it?
Getting there, like.
Yeah. Nice. Wonder when the council are gonna do something about this alleyway. Looks tall now.
I know, yeah. Well, since I've gone out of there, I can fly like that.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have speed.
Looks good. Let's see how he's getting on up there.
Doing alright.
Do you know what? He's done well getting them corners on, because it's not quite a corner, is it? It's a 135, but it looks all right. Yeah. Let's see.
Mine's easy.
Everything else going all right?
Yeah, not too bad. I've got. I think is the window in order for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. What size did you order? 900 bang on.
I'll put it in the group. Yeah.
Alright, Sam.
Like I might be able to change it if it's.
No, we could always get away with a bit of trim. Just 900's gauge for metric, but these are.
Right, I get you. Right, you might just have a little.
It might be 820 or 920 or 9.
Alright, I'll put it in the group.
Put a trim piece over it anyway.
I'll put it in the group now when I finish this, and then you've got a reference for it. What was that? Let's go and have a look. Music. Is this alright to stand on? Yeah, we've got the prop in, haven't we? You can see he's put props in from the bottom to the top, so that's ready for the 1 second. YouTube. YouTube. So we've started studying these out, yeah?
Yes.
Nice. And what size insulation did it come out as?
We're going to go for 75 mil.
75 mil to get 0.18. That was more or less.
So, funny thing is, I rang up the building inspector because I was like,
He told me 60 mil.
what to achieve on that table, what was on that table, 0.18 would have been more than 100 mil of PIR.
Is it?
So I rang him up.
And said the rooms don't work.
No, not that. I just said, yeah, just chasing up because, yeah, just got some conflicting stuff. He's like, yeah, 0.3. I was like, sounds better.
So why did he reference that, but then...
The table, and nothing on that table had said 0.3. Hence, that's why I thought, I know, stuff I'll just go
Always best ringing them.
get it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, it should be something like between 75 and 100. Cool. 75.
So have you got the crimper for this? Yeah. So just show anyone who's not used C-stud, because I remember when we first found out about this, and like, I think this is the future of, like, did I send you the video of the fellow who does the loft conversions out of them?
Yeah.
and he does the pieces and all that. And I just think it's the future because one, how many of them can you carry into a house? Like 40 of them or whatever. And when they're all on, so just show them. Yeah, I'll show them in terms of that. So if anyone's not seen it, have you got a scrap piece or have you used it all? Yeah. So what you can see is you put a track at the bottom. Because all this stuff's dead thin. What would you say that was? How many mil? 1 mil. 1 mil, and just the shape it's formed in gives it its strength. And the only bits that you've got to really do is that, isn't it? What you've done there, like a bit of deflection. But yeah, we did use screws, didn't we? However, when you put the screws in, it kicks it out a bit, doesn't it? So just show them the crimper in action. Put another one on. So that comes around, and this little, and literally that pierce of metal goes through, and yeah, you can see that side, and just crimps it, and like literally that won't move now. So you can do that around the whole thing. It's mad how it changes, isn't it? Because like that to me is like a pure engineering. The same with these joists. When you see these joists come,
at the end of the day, you then go and put your plastering on, it's going to be screwed all the way around. So
yeah. Well, I remember when we used to do pitched roofs, and they used to say that you used to have to plywood the inside of the roof to make the whole roof as one. And then they got rid of that because they said, oh, the plasterboard actually does it. So some engineer somewhere went and done a calc and said, oh, like, that's overkill. Actually, the plasterboard acts as the same thing when you're talking laterally, which it would, wouldn't it? If you're talking like, what's that, like straight forward and backwards, like if you kick a plasterboard, you can kick it off a stud wall, whereas you cannot kick you can kick a plywood off the wall, but it's a lot harder than a plasterboard, isn't it? However, when you talk like lateral movement, like left to right in that, it does make sense. Where are we up to then? Obviously you've started boarding. When it goes dark, it's a good sign, isn't it? Because it means that everywhere's getting boarded then. So you got C-stud to do in this one as well. And that one just the ceiling, isn't it? This one, ceiling, and then we can put 75mm in there. Again, 75mm, you've started that. Oh, you've done that one. Oh, that's the one I was saying to Josh. Josh sent me a picture and videos of all this. And I was just like, oh, like a couple of things. The windows are coming out. So that needs to come off. And then, I don't know what we've done here, look. Obviously, when we get the new windows, we can't be boarding it on a diagonal like that as either. Yeah. So I don't know obviously whether that's the stud or what, or what we're gonna have to do, whether we lift it up or down. But yeah, that's one pet hate of mine when you see round window reveals.
In here as well. When I board this wall, and that's where the cupboard goes there.
Okay.
What's the cupboard goes to about 580, aren't they? Springs into there.
Oh, but then if we stud the wall out, you mean, or?
So what I'm going to do is stud the wall out to here.
Yeah. Oh, I get you.
So we don't have like a bit of wood sticking out there, and then we've just got this really...
Yeah, I get you.
Return.
Sound? Let me have a look upstairs. Any music on up there? Switch it off.
Hang on. That's the maximum gap that you can really...
And we just need to knock these halves off, don't we, as neat as we can. Oh, and we've got plaster. You had to go with plastering, yeah? You ever done plastering? You can learn.
He said to me, I'll come in and I can lay off you.
Are you going pink ivers today?
I'm on pink ivers. I'm sweating in the fleece, but I can't show the t-shirt because it's a bit chilly.
Sound? Got some good faces on here, haven't you?
Do you like the sweep?
Nice. People won't be able to appreciate that on the video.
I've got pictures. It's because.
Do you know what's a funny one? So I remember we had plasters in on like one of the like early on in the student ones, and they were like, oh, boarding and that, and I was like, oh yeah, sound. And they actually they boarded behind. You know the,
literally a
you know the, yeah, the reveal of lip. They bored it behind it, and I was like, "Are you double boarding that or something?" And they were like, "No, why?" I was like, "Well, you've not used the you've not used the reveal. And don't polish it too much, otherwise we'll have to sand it for. We'll have to sand it for." Hey, we were getting stick last time for plastering, so I have contacted that Kirk. I need to follow up. So on the trial, that'd be good, wouldn't it, if he could come in?
Yeah, definitely.
I've lost
him loads anyway. So he's just a good plaster, and he talks.
It's just a sound fella, isn't he?
He talks well and explains it. Because like all I do is watch plastering videos and building videos on YouTube anyway. Yeah. If there was someone mixing for me today, I'd have got everything on. But it's just hard on your own, getting up and down, like. But
that's what's good about these ceilings, though, for me and you.
it is though, because
you can just reach.
I form the suite myself, yeah.
Sound? And what I like is that someone's drilled the holes out. Although,
I've just took the lights up.
I was going to say they're a weird size hole, that.
Yeah.
Because normally there's 72mm for a normal downlight.
What are they about?
So I don't know whether someone's got the old lights, because we did have a set of old lights. We'll see, because otherwise that's a nightmare now to make the hole bigger. Unless I got a cone.
Yeah, because you've got no pilot, you've got no way to bring your pilot on.
Unless I get I'd have to buy a cone to do it properly.
Yeah, so that went on nice as well, just a little bit there.
Yeah. How come we have the drop there anyway?
Pass.
How come we've got a nib? I hate nibs. I always think, I don't understand why we've got that.
And humour me, that's not in the middle. Should it be there?
Well, yeah.
It could be. It's not the end of the world, like.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But
It's online with that one, is it? Yeah, that's why.
Back boxes are clean, right switch boxes are clean.
Have we managed to get the setting out right? So, perfect. Oh no, we're not with deep, aren't we? I was going to say the setting out.
No, this one isn't. Yeah.
So I was going to say that we never ever do this. This is meant to be, that one's perfect, look. So the metal is meant to be what you skim to, and then that now, you can see that bit, that is not going to crack and stuff when we...
Here as well, this was a little bit hard. So I've had to like shape it a little bit.
Yeah, let it finger you in.
Yeah.
That sounds. Because it's so hard to get them right, the back boxes.
Oh yeah.
So,
well,
they're meant to be, like if you do that now with your finger, there's meant to be like 2 mil, however thick you want to do your plaster.
that just matches it, so
Yeah.
it's lovely.
However thick you want to do your plaster is what you think.
It doesn't matter that it's hidden, it still needs to be done.
One thing is, I've seen loads of people do this, and then I don't really understand it, but I do, is lifting the boards off the deck. So do you do that? Do you lift your boards off the deck?
Yeah, it's just in case.
So,
no,
why?
in case there's a spill.
But, do you know when you do flats,
Yes.
you've got to do it to the floor and
So
silicone.
it's it?
No, and silicone it, and for sound, because you're creating a gap for waves to travel. So someone said this to me in the past about spillage, and I said,
Soundboard though, you can use.
and I was like, no, but it's like, so which way do you go? Do you do it? And I think, how many times have you ever spilled a bucket in your bedroom?
I've also been told on site that you're meant to put your boards that way, so the 8 foot or the 6 foot that way, because the paper goes underneath. So that is a barrier.
Oh, I get you. So instead of it being a cut.
Instead of being exposed like dust on the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I'll research that.
I've been taught 4 or 5 different ways to put boards on.
Yeah.
Depends which side, now.
I remember I've always done that, lifted it up.
Yeah.
And then when we done the block of flats, and they were like, no, every room's got to be like sealed thing. You can't have anywhere where like things can and you're talking fire as well. So when you do sockets, if you do plasterboard sockets, they make you put intermittent silicone round the bloody round the light switch, so that like, because otherwise if there's a fire and you have a piece of plastic with a plastic back box. It's okay with metal back boxes because they're metal, but plastic ones, you go, if the fire goes through and travels through the wall.
Well, how far do you go? Like,
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
to put an intromescent strip on all your, like...
Do you know what? It's
on all your MDF cupboards, or like, do your beds have to have it? Like,
it's one of those that you think it's there for a reason, and everything's only getting better, and it's frustrating, but like that's why prices of stuff are going up, because things are getting better, and like I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that
yeah, it makes sense. But I always got taught lift it off. That's why you get the little pebbles to lift the boards up.
Yeah.
To lift it off, because it doesn't bridge the floor wall junction in case of spillage.
Well, for fire and sound, it's a no-no. So I think for fire and sound are more beneficial than spilling a bucket.
Yeah. Water is going to ruin it. Sound's going to annoy you.
Yeah, than spilling a bucket of water. So, but that looks good. Done well there.
Get Luke and mixing tomorrow, and we'll probably knock a couple of things out.
Sound.
Okay.
Right, that is it for Monday, and it's been a good day. Extension job's going well. I feel like the next milestone is the roof and the soffits and fascia. I feel like they'll all be done tomorrow. They should be anyway, if we can get the tiles from over the water. And the student job, I think that's flying as well. Ben's doing well managing that. Josh has smashed out the plastering, and David's smashing out the brickwork, and I say Labby and Luke are doing well on that as well. So yeah, all going well. And you know, it's good to give credit to people, and especially today, Tony. I've probably been on him with the microscope the last week, because he's been like in and out, off, coming in late, and so I've been sort of on his case at the minute. But he's first one at the job today early, and you know, he's done well today, so fair play, credit where it's due. Hopefully, you know, he sticks with it like that, and he's done well on the tiling as well. So yeah, a good day all round, and let's hope that it's a good sign of what's to come this week. I've sent all the information off yesterday to building control for the house that we're selling, so fingers crossed. That I spoke to the building inspector, he said yeah, that's all we've been waiting for, so that should be fine. It's just waiting for the council's engineer to sign it off. So I've been in the middle of these engineers, and I feel like, you know, can you just like phone each other? And I find it weird that like the council's engineer can't just look at it and say that. But I don't know whether it's to do with liability or what, I don't know. But it's just weird the way like they can look at it and say that's not right, but even though our engineer's saying everything's sound, like they must look at it and go, well yeah, everything looks sound, but the paperwork or the dots and the crossing the I's and the T's isn't right. But you just think, I don't know, no, maybe I'm probably asking too much on it. If they did that on everyone's job, it'd be a big caseload for them. But yeah, long may it continue. Is Jordan in the office? No. Right, that's it. It's everyone's favourite person. What are we doing?
Trying to sell on furniture.
So, obviously, all this stuff that we've bought for Mayor's wedding, wasn't it? And then obviously to Airbnb it whilst it was up for sale. So we've got beds, pillows, cushions. I think we've got 8 fans, 8 bedside lamps. We've got pictures. Turn the lights off. We've got drawers, matching bedside tables, fake plants. What else have we got? It's mainly just beds, isn't it? So like, I might put it on one of them Airbnb forums, but I've got like literally bins and stuff, isn't it? It's just basically all the stuff that we had to go and buy. Someone else will be going through that same process, won't they? Maybe just not on an 8-bed. But it's all good furniture, isn't it?
Solid wood, isn't it?
All solid wood, yeah. And are you going to keep the pictures?
Don't think so. I'm just going to
No?
take a picture of them downstairs.
No. Well, maybe if, like you say, do like a job lot of pictures and paintings, 'cause rather than individual.
Go take a picture and carry it on down. Just might have a cabinet.
Carry it down. I can tell you really feel like. This is my favourite bed. If we had... This bed is absolutely solid. Like... Even like the slats on it are like... Ugh! Proper slats, not... A nice bed, this one. That was the best bed we bought, wasn't it? These are nice, but like they're like old school like drawer bits. That one's not too bad actually. Some of them are quite hard to open. Oh, again, that one's not too bad. Maybe I'm chatting. These ones obviously we've just sprayed colours, but we'll see if anyone comes forward and wants any of this furniture, or I don't know, we need to catch up on the videos, otherwise this will be like 3 weeks away. If anyone's got any suggestions of what we can do with them, so obviously if it comes to an end, I was thinking either I could take them to the flats that I own, see if any of the tenants want any of them, if not, just donate them to charity. Because we paid a lot for all this, didn't we, like cumulatively. So yeah, anyone's after beds, mattresses, bedding, wardrobes, drawers, let me know. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we start Tuesday, and already I've woke up this morning and I've been doing bits. So I've had some correspondence from the clothes manufacturer in China. And would you believe that Rachel used to be a buyer for Matalan? She used to travel to China, to Turkey, to India, to everywhere buying clothes, didn't you? And she didn't help me at all with ordering. No help whatsoever
Ask me.
with ordering my
Did not ask me.
clothes from China. And then when I got them, I think I've got an unbelievable deal. I've got like all the jumpers, t-shirts with the logos on, printed, all different sizes. I think they work out about $10 per item delivered to my door. And Rachel was like, that's crap.
I was.
She's like, you should be paying $6 max. Well, this is why we need to get you in the company so that you can do stuff.
Yeah.
You could have saved me $4
Yeah.
per top.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, hurry up. Hurry up and make yourself useful.
I don't want to know. I'm just thinking like.
Yeah. And I've got to do the piling diagram again for the planning. And I've sent the plans off for our house. And they come back and said it was invalid because the scale bar wasn't coming out right on the thing. So I've resent that as well. So hopefully that is all okay now, and then we'll start the process on that. And then my sister's got her planning, and then my dad with his plot of land next to his house, I've offered to do that for him for free. So I'm going to be a bit pushy and just do it for him because he's indecisive, isn't he, Rach? So I'm just going to like start doing the plans and just do it and go, I've done it, I'll submit it for you. And yeah, because I think he was having issues with his borehole pump, and yeah, I think that's making him think he wants to sell the house. But I've said to him, all the money involved in buying and selling houses, it's not worth doing it unless you're like developing it and making money, and otherwise just keep hold of it for now. And then that's where you've done all the hard work of like buying it and, you know, renovating it and holding on to it and stuff. That's where you make the money, holding on to property. So I always advise people to keep hold of stuff unless you're going to make a significant more amount of money, invest in that profits or whatever money you get out in something else. But for someone like my dad, he's going to pay selling fees, his buying fees, all solicitors, stamp duty, and he's not buying houses and doing them up, he's just buying them ready done. So it's not worth it for him. He'd be better doing this planning, and then if he wants to free up some money, he can sell the garden basically with planning, or we can buy it, Rach, and build a 3-bed house in my dad's garden. Unlimited cups of tea. And I've got to go to the doctor's in an hour or so to get a blood test. So what else was I doing now? Oh, and I just got an email from Google to say that all the hard work I've done putting me account on Google, Bowden Buiders, we had that 1-star review that was removed, which I think the woman's realised that her name actually goes on the review and she's deleted it. However, I've got an email with the review on and it says about misleading information, this and that. And then, wouldn't you know it, I've just got an email this morning saying that my account's been suspended because someone's reported us for misleading information. And you just think, oh, like, what is up with people? Like, that person needs to get a hobby or something other than harassing me. But yeah, let's and then I'm going to go meet Sam, one of the owners at Brickworks is over, so I'll show him around the student job, and the other lads are cracking on with the fascias soffits on the extension, and we're waiting on a delivery of roof tiles. So hopefully everything will go well, and I'll catch up later, see how they've got on. I've sent those drawings off to Darren, so I had to do when the tree officer come, he was like, yeah, that's fine, you know, he's happy with the roots and stuff, but he's asked me to do a piling diagram. So I did a piling diagram, sent it off, and they said, oh, you've got to overlay it on the existing plan. And I was like, okay, so I'll do that. But so I sent it to every trade, and they were like, oh, you know, it's going to cost like more money to make change and stuff. And all we wanted was to overlay the stuff that I'd already done, but I was like, oh, I understand it's not as easy as that. So I was like, I'll what am I doing to that house? I'll do it. So I've just done it then this morning, sent it off. Darren's, the planning consultant, said, yeah, that looks fine, he's going to send it off. And then he said, we've got this obviously issue with the planning enforcement have been in touch to say that someone has complained to planning that I've got temporary buildings on my site, and they've kept a log of what days they've been on there since, and that I've now running out. You can have temporary storage for 28 days, and I've only got 10 days left on some of the trailers, and they need to be moved. And you're like, oh my god, some people need a hobby other than harassing me. So we've gone back and said, well, actually, we've put it in the planning that we're going to have temporary buildings on there until obviously the planning's done, and the planning is being dealt with, so it's in the planning's hands. Like, when I bought the yard, the entire length of the yard had storage sheds, so I don't really know. I don't get what people's problem is. Obviously, I'm assuming it's that woman again who's, you know, if you want to put your name out there and you want to go on social media, you want to go on Google and put your name next to a review, then you've got to deal with obviously every social media, knowing that you are going out there trying to stop local businesses for your own either amusement or for your own ego or benefit or whatever reason you want to tell yourself that you're leaving 1-star reviews on my company, and that you're reporting my stuff to Google saying that it's fake, and that you're contacting planning saying that you're keeping logs of bloody trailers and stuff, and you just think, I don't get it. Like, obviously I must do stuff that people find weird, but I find that weird. I just find that like baffling. But there you go, that's the world we live in, unfortunately. So I've sent everything back, and I've said to them, right, okay, if you want me to move the trailers, even though they're part of the planning, even though the temporary structures, even though the yard had sheds there anyway, even though, like, you know, I'm allowed to do it and I'm not breaking any laws, the other option is that I've spoke to highways and I park them all on the street attached to vehicles, and then that's fine. So whoever the neighbour is that's doing that, would you rather I park them legally on the street, or would you rather they were on my yard, out to sight, not bothering anyone? Like, I don't get, why would you phone up and moan about that? I'm starting to lose like my understanding of the general public, and well, it's not the general public, is it? It's a very minute population, but yeah, I just don't get it. Right, I'm on the way to get a blood test done with high blood pressure probably. That's a good sign. It means the steel's in and we've dropped it, doesn't it?
Hey Andy, we're on YouTube again.
Is the house still stood?
Oh. Tell me,
We've took the props out. Has the steel done its job?
Yeah,
There we go. So once I've took them out, I'm just going to brick that up now. Ready for once we've finished the roof, drop the scaff, and then this flat roof can go on then. We'll throw all the metal as well on the tipper, and we'll and there, yeah, just literally, and the insulation, yeah.
Yeah, no, the insulation's gone. You've already made that clear.
And the hopper.
That and the hopper could go on if we go in the yard.
Anything else in it? And then just say this every day, don't we? Need a good tidy up.
No, but we've loaded the tipper up, and then you wanted an empty tipper, Andy. So
well, that'll help, won't it? Obviously, getting rid of these.
yeah, and I had a good go with that mound out there with the sledgehammer, and I got rid of a good bit of that out there.
Sound?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gone on the tipper, you mean?
Yeah, that's gone on the tipper, mate. We've already
Sound?
more than half full anyway, weren't we?
And then see how Ronnie's getting on with the soffits and faces.
Ronnie's come to a standstill. We've been building the frame because
Go on.
the blocks you need putting in first, Andy.
So that's it on there for today. I'm going to go shoot to the other job now, but Phil and Tony have just gone to take all the stuff back. And Ronnie, tell you what, the zoom on this camera is great, isn't it? Ronnie's just doing, I've just done a little bit of work there to show him how to finish the fascia. And hopefully you can see the other bits there. Oh, I don't know what's happened to the what the hell's happened to that actually? Why is it overhanging so much? I'll look at that in a minute. So the felt support trays. Oh no, they're right, aren't they? It's just the gutters need to go onto that then. And they want to swap these gutters now for black, so I need to put an order in for that. Let's get it done so we can drop this scaffolding as soon as. Who's put a reset plate halfway through my scaffold board?
Because they don't fit in that little bay.
Okay.
I need something to stand on, so I've just cut 10 inches off the end of them.
Alright. We'll just have to cut them to the next size when we're done with them.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'll now be 10 inches away from one bay. Alright.
Yeah, so.
That's a big trowel, isn't it?
18 inches, lad.
18.
Yeah, I only work 18 inches.
And you've gone for the yellow ivers today?
Yeah, there's my new habit. Gotta be comfy.
The jogging hivers. Well, to be fair, it works for a jogger. It works for someone stood still on site, doesn't it?
Wow. Wow.
I don't mean...
Wow.
I don't mean... I didn't... Hey, I didn't mean how it comes out. I actually meant, like, if you can see someone running in it, then obviously walking about on site.
I am highly visible.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as plastering nipple, is there?
So, looking good. Wednesday morning, and I'm on the way to the extension job. Although, no, I'm going to go to the student job first because I didn't catch up with the owners yesterday, so I think they'll be in the office early, I think. So I'm going to swing by there now and see. And then we'll go to the extension job. We should have today. The tiles got dropped off yesterday by Bees in Fard, so people go, the lads ask me, they go, why do you always use Chestnut when somewhere else is like slightly cheaper? And I go, because Chestnut are reliable and they drop stuff off like same day. Like literally they'll help you out because they know you're spending a bit with them. I mean, we don't spend low, obviously we do for obviously me, for our company and stuff, but obviously there's loads of big builders in Liverpool who are doing big numbers with them. But yeah, they seem to do, they must like us because they do help us out in terms of, you know, deliveries and stuff. But yeah, so we got a delivery, Bees in Fard, they just said it'd be someday yesterday. So I think it came obviously late in the afternoon, so it was like not ideal, but obviously that's my fault for trying to order stuff and not realising that we would break so many tiles, like standing on them and moving them around and knocking them off, and so we probably have broke about 100 tiles, so that's probably what we're out. And I live in the idealistic world that everything is perfect, and it's not. So we're going to go now and see whether Sam and Jordan are there. If not, we'll shoot to the extension job, and fascias, soffits, gutters, I'm hoping they're going to be on end of today. So I need to go and swap the white gutters we bought and take the old ones off, and we're going to renew it all in black. And I need to stop saying because it sounds stupid watching them back on the videos. Like if I was to do an impression of someone and think I want to make them sound stupid, I would literally do an impression going and that is what I do on the videos, so must come across like an idiot. But hey ho, I'm gonna hopefully that'll be today. We'll get the roof tiles done, hips, ridges on, and stop saying yeah, that's the plan. It is getting cold, isn't it? Is that what you meant?
That is exactly what I meant.
So I remember trying it and I was a bit underwhelmed by it, so give it a go.
What do you use it for? Cutting?
Yeah, try it.
It's just so we can slide the catnip into the existing. Otherwise we'd have to take the
Yeah.
roots out.
Try it, so you just want to cut the mortar out with it.
Yeah.
I mean, the teeth on it look good, don't they? But
And the mortar on the existing houses.
it's like the limed loose one. Every job's like a bit of a mess at the minute. There's like, it's what do we call it? Organised chaos. So like we know where everything is. And everything's getting done, but so we've got this block work getting done, back wall's gonna get done tomorrow. So David and Luke are gonna finish the Is it alright? Sound? Well, yeah, good. If it's I don't know what I used it on then that I thought wasn't good enough, but and then probably need a good day getting this ready for concrete, won't it?
Yeah, so
But just once get all the materials out the way.
once Dave's done all the brickwork, it's kind of parked up in that section there because I reckon we might have to take some of this hardcore out. That's hardcore, so
Yeah.
go into that bit.
Sounds looking good. And then I've sent all them comments off the building control to the engineer, and he come back and said, like, what is it you want me to do? he's like, you've basically done everything. Yeah. But it looks, obviously the owner got that email and was like, oh my God, like, what's going on? And I just read it and was like, that's done. He's already seen that. I think they must just have loads on, mustn't they? That they forget what they've done. Yeah. I know he messaged me and said, on the things it says about underpinning. And I was like, it's already been underpinned, like by someone else. And he's like, oh, was it? And I was like, yeah, here's a picture. That's the good thing about YouTube is everything's like videoed. And so you were saying that your mate wants an extension doing, doesn't he? So ask him, we might see if we can film that, because I get asked the same stuff over and over, you know, when from mates. So his mate wants an extension, but he's just not sure on layouts of the steels and stuff and what it require and whatever else, and obviously pricing. So we'll see if we can go and do that, and I'll just talk through it. And then if anyone else is looking for one, it gives them a bit of a... Yeah. Because for some reason, builders are a bit hush-hush about how they do pricing and whatever, and I don't get it. Like, it should be as transparent. Like the website I'm doing now, it couldn't be any more transparent about like costs and...
In the video, you can go stud wall, pound a stud,
Yeah.
4 nails, £1, noggin, 50p.
And then at the end of the day, it's like 10 grand. Like, yeah, today we've earned 10 grand. I was thinking on them. I was just about to say, so who actually goes through and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and like every single day, what someone's got to go around and count how much to pay you.
How should we like try and pay employees?
Maybe we should do like a little fake video of it.
Get paid back per nail.
We should do one today, right? I've done this, that, and that, and I've been paid that. That's it. Right, I've done an hour. That's it. There's my wage.
Back to bed.
So we're on the extension job, and Ronnie's just doing the fascias and soffit. So we've got a 600mm that we've copied off the existing house here. So he's got that in nice, and then it's through up this bit of the corner that so we've got the valley coming down here, and then where it meets we're gonna put a bit of like soffit board here for that bit, and then I was thinking we'll run the fascia and butt it up to there, and we'll take the gutter to there, but we were just thinking what to do with obviously this bit. So we're gonna tile, but obviously we're not going to bring anything here because our line's going to finish there. So whether we have, you know, a 200mm gutter with an outlet that runs into this gutter, we might have to do that, because any water that lands here, obviously it'll drip off otherwise, and we don't want that. The other option was to put a elbow on here, a 90 turn, and return it here, and obviously just let that drop down there. What do you reckon there, Ron? What do you reckon would be a better, either bring the gutter round and join the gutter up to the existing house, or put a small gutter in there with a tiny downpipe into this gutter?
Finish this, then we'll get the business gutter up and we'll make it up here on the board.
Have a little look.
swap it, change it, see which works best.
Yeah.
I'll finish this bit first while you're away, sort of buses.
And then we need to come up with something here, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So either flashing or... Let me try and think of a good... what could be a good... Yeah, to cover this. So visually.
Yeah. But what about... cutting one? That'll cover it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, do
Cover
that.
one, right?
So take...
And just glue it on.
Get another one, cut the end off it and glue that on. Yeah, we'll do that. Cut that back, glue the plastic on.
Get a nice little shape to it, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, so it finishes underneath the ridge. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do that. So I need to buy some more of them, don't I? Which we're going to need for this bit of the roof anyway. Yeah, but we're going to need more for that roof anyway, so... sound, and then we'll need 2 here, won't we? So if I go and swap these gutters for black and pick up the existing house ones as well, and then we'll get this bit done. And then again, the same we had here as well. We were trying to come up with... We could have just mortared it, couldn't we?
Yeah. I think you're going to have to buy some mortar in that bit
Yeah.
there.
But we've tried to obviously use the drive edge as much as we can on the top hat. So it's just, I can't really get a top hat on that, can I? Because the way it is.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is it? Is it that cold? Or I could use the top hat on there. So get another one of these, look. Yeah. And we'll do the same there. Cut the hip tile flush, put that on, and then return the hip tiling. Maybe we'll do that then, and then it'll look the same, you know, from this angle. And it'll have all brand new, you know, same colour plastics on. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And they finished off the cuts yesterday. They're just doing the cuts down the side now. There we go. And then we'll be ready for the hip tiles and stuff then. Looking good. So just pop to the plastic place again to swap the gutters for black and downpipes, and this van fits a 5.5 metre length of downpipe in it, so you'll see. Oh no, I'm scared to open it now. You'll see that it just about fits in. So at least I know for next time. I need to get this van cleaned. I might even see if I can go somewhere now and just get it jet washed. Cheers, mate. But yeah, I wasn't sure whether that would fit in, and it only just fits in. You'll see the sign for the plastic place there, and literally pulled out, and there's a car wash, so and they give this a well-deserved clean. Yeah, a bit should have been a while ago, really. That looks better. I just need to paint it now, touch up the little rusty bits, but yeah. And it was only cost a tenner that. I just gave him 15, so I thought it's absolutely freezing. Right, I've got a call out in my nice new clean van, which has got now highlighted the rust. So maybe I can use some of the white container paint and touch up some of the bits. But I've got a call out for the bar in town, 54. So I'll just come to my second home, screw fix, and pick up some materials, 2 new toilet seats, outdoor tap, and we'll see how we get on. Oh yeah, 3:05, and I've been from the extension job. I had to go to a call out job for the bars and strippers, etc. The company that own all them. It was an easy one. Swap some toilet seats, so I'd fitted the toilet seat, so I got the same ones from Screwfix. Literally pop a button, swap them. There was a glass cleaner machine. The sink for that wasn't draining properly, so cleaned that out, and it was to do with the falls more than anything in the actual things. We just adjusted the feet and then swapped the light for them and something else. Yeah. But I'm just on the way to the yard now. I've got to measure a few things and order a few things, and then tomorrow the windows are coming. So I just got a call from Sterling to say that the windows will be dropped off tomorrow for all the trailers. So that'll be good. We're going to do a day on the yard tomorrow, then we'll leave the extension job. And what else? Oh, I'm just going to the yard now because my mate at Zing Construction is after 70 brick. So while I'm there measuring up, I've just said I'm on my way now. He's going to send someone down to pick them up. So even if we slowly get rid of some brick, and then just today we've just took on another rip out on another student job. However, it's like I've been, you know, peppering the lads, trying to get them better and this and that, and you know, we've got rid of a lot of lads, and you know, it's stuff that I've got to do, and it's sort of coming true now because like the student jobs now, we've got one student job left, and they haven't bought any more then. But this last one that we're going to rip out is going to go to another builder, so the one who's done the other two. So we were doing all the rip outs, they were doing they took on two, we did one, and then he's got one more which he's going to rip out. And obviously we've done them for 7 years. However, the last few I've, you know, we've had issues with and this and that, and you know, costs and stuff, and I've done my best to what I can. However, you know, the company's gone with the other builder, so that is what I've been going on at the lads for, saying, you know, it's business. It's not, this isn't like, as much as like, you know, I'm good mates with the owners, it is business end of the day, and it's not you know, a money pit that like you can just pay whatever. But yeah, we'll move on to more extensions now. So we've got one more rip out to do, so we should get a few more bricks from that, which is good. And then I say we'll start doing multiple extensions then and see whether I buy anything else. But we're nearly at the yard. So I'm just on the yard. My mate's just picked up the bricks, and did you know that you've got to put warning signs up for anti-climb pink? Because I didn't, but at least I put 3 up. Maybe I need to order 1 more or 2 more. And then the stickers have come for, let me do that again. Whoa. And the stickers have come for the machines. I'm just going to try and make the most of my time now and wire in the mixer, get it ready for these moulds. Look at the mess. And I can't wait for them windows to come tomorrow. That'll be good. Get all the trims on. There'll be loads we can get at tomorrow. I'm going to measure the I need to get 4mm armoured for the sockets for here now. So what I'm doing is, I don't know if you can see that. So you can see that dot. Obviously I'm going to get that on the so 16.25 from here to the hut, and then I'm just going to measure by hand. When I say by hand, I mean by tape measure. I'll send that down. And measure that. So if we do 16.25, God, that's more than you think, isn't it? 16.25 plus another 2 meters to get to a socket.
I can tell you exactly what I've got. Well, what do you need? Tell me what you need.
So I need 23 meters and then 33 meters.
That's unlucky. I've got a 32 metre piece, but that's a cut off 100 metres.
No, that'll do. I can make 32 work.
Okay, I've got a 32 metres, and what was your other piece?
23.
But that's cut off the 100 then. No.
Alright, So if we get a 32, I'll take that one off you, and then a 23.
Yeah. Right, do you want me to get the lads to get it ready for you?
Yeah, if you can, I'll pick it up tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Anything else? I'm gonna need some, what are they called? Glands.
Well, that's all on the shelf, mate.
Yeah,
Don't
sounds.
worry about that.
All right.
The hours good. All right, mate.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, all right.
Cheers. Bye. So I've just ordered the things. We've got quite a big run. It's like 33 metres. So obviously that socket. So we'll have to run that in 4 mil just to be able to obviously for the voltage drop for that distance. Right, while I'm here now, let's get some more stuff done. So I can cut this pipe now, put the T-junction on, I've got the bits, and I'll put that one on. So yeah, let's get this water connected up. And then tomorrow we'll have 2 sockets. We'll have a socket there, water, and then socket and water down the other end as well. And I can get the it's not worth knocking a mix up. I was going to say maybe I could get the grids on and stuff, but they might change depending on, I need to get more risers. Yeah, never mind. Thursday morning and my van wouldn't start, so let's see, let me blow it off. Not sure what's going on. It used to do it last year, did it when it was cold, and you try it a couple of times it'd start. So I don't know what it is. When I turn the key, I can hear the bit inside clicking. So the key's working to the starter motor into the relay into the starter motor. So I don't know if it's. I had obviously that issue with the last one where it was like the earthing basically of the starter motor, and I just can't. I don't know whether it's that or whatever, but this van's going into the garage this morning. God, I can't imagine being a mechanic this time of year. It must be so hard to get yourself. I spoke to him last time actually, and he said, "Oh, you just get used to it." But like scaffolding as well. But this van's going in because it needs. What did it need? Oh yeah, it needs the trailer wiring looking at. And also new wipers. So I've ordered them new wipers, but the other van needs them as well. So I'll get Simon at Woodcroft to put new wipers on this one, and then at least it's done. And then the one. So one thing that happens with wipers, which like I've seen the lads do it, they just jump in the van and the windscreen's frozen shut, and they just turn the wipers on, and you don't realise that like the wipers are frozen to the windscreen, so as you turn it on it just rips the rubber off. So yeah, be careful doing that. Always try and de-ice your windscreen wipers before anything else. Little thing I've learned. Plan today is we've got the windows coming, so we're going to try and get loads done on the yard today. It's going to be a good day. So I've just dropped my van off at Woodcroft Car Garage, and I'm gonna go and get a cup of tea actually, or a coffee, and we're gonna go and have a look at the shooting job while I'm here.
We haven't got any.
Nah, keep it like that, so that looks good. So as you can tell on the shooting job, we've got Lewin. You learning loads still? Are we looking for brick?
Probably gonna need a few more, I think, later.
Alright.
Yeah, but
I'm on the yard today, so you won't need more today, will you?
no, I've got this to do. I've got some piecing in now. I'm here while Lewis is doing the back side of this.
Okay.
And then we're gonna look together, but should only have another day left to top this out.
I don't swear. Visual or sound. Sound. And then we'll get a gate on this and we're finally secure.
Yeah, that's the main thing, yeah. Got some doors on the back there.
It is funny, this street, isn't it? Like all the houses. Yeah. And like not one of them looks the same. Well, they've all got like different setbacks, different heights, different They're all just in the same tile.
Yeah, I'm sure those are higher than them, man.
Must have had a killing. They look like, what are they called? Redlands. The whole street's been done in them. Right, let's go and have a look upstairs. Working with your hood up. That's when you know it's cold. That is. Do you remember them Giles I got? When was that? That was like 5 years ago, wasn't it? When I had the yellow van and I thought, oh, I'll get yellow Gilets. Hey, it's done well to last this long, that.
I saw a fella wearing one the other day.
Yeah.
Still had the hood on. Big gutted I took it off.
Yeah. What are you planning today?
Hopefully we'll have close to all the boarding done on this floor.
Oh, nice. Oh, what about we need to varnish these things before he skims, don't we?
Yeah, he said he's got tape and plastic sheet. He said he's got really sticky tape, so...
Just varnish them. Just literally go and get the varnish now and just get someone to put a layer on, because we tried that. And then even when we were doing it, and it's just always been a nightmare.
Yeah, it's just I feel it needs some work to it before we can just slap varnish on.
What are you thinking? What are we thinking of doing to it though? Like filling holes in and that?
Yeah, that looks crap. All the big holes and then just tidy up those there.
What I suppose there's not me. I always think with these, like I don't know whether he wants them just varnished as is so that like they look like what they are. I think for this one, especially with like the chimney stack stuff and that.
I reckon it'd be cool if we had someone actually repoint it all nicely, but that's for what it is.
It's a big job, innit?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking of it if we could bag it. So, you know, like, literally just render it dead thin and then just scrape it back. That way it's all the same colouring coming out, all the same, like... It's just another job, innit? That...
Need to try it on like a wall in the bedroom, but if it looks crap, we can just board over.
Yeah. Well, you can do that, and if it's crap, we can board it over. Are you?
Yep, you're fine.
Good. Yep. So you're keeping me jumper warm for me?
Very good thing.
Brickwork's nearly done. So then tomorrow or Monday, be downstairs, get that slab ready.
We've got another house to rip out. Round the corner, obviously. they're all round the corner. But yeah, we'll try and do that before Christmas, at least to give us something indoors that if we need to, that's good. I was worried, thinking, if, like this one's alright, but like the one, I suppose we're alright now when the windows come. Windows come today for the yard, for the trailers.
And it's not getting any colder than what it is now.
Sounds?
At the end of the day, as long as we're not getting wet.
Yeah. So it's just this one, Bowden. Nice. So we use. When did we start using these? I got them on eBay years ago, and then we always used them, haven't we?
Ask Josh for his opinion on them.
Doesn't like them. Or does?
Don't think he does.
How can you not like them? They're like 100 mil. If it was me, like it could be soon that like you just do the whole wall on them. Do you know what I mean? Just render mesh. That's what render mesh is, isn't it? So imagine us just doing the whole wall of it and going there. Sounds.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it's worth it because you still get cracks anyway, don't you?
Yeah, but when we do like the crap plaster, anyway, we use 100 mil because I believe that it's better. Obviously, you've got more reinforcements.
Because I've got a crack coming in my plasterboards that box in the steel. Like, there's no movement in the steel.
It does deflect.
Yeah, but
Steel deflects about 9-10 mil.
in one hit, or
Now over time it'll.
yeah, but surely not over a few years.
Well, yeah.
Like that had the next to no, like in the middle of it.
Think of it like when you put a timber on the wall and you put a bag of thing on it, and it like slowly bends. Timber's the same. Steel's the same. It's still a material. It's still like, you know, like glass. You ever see in old churches? So when they used to use the old glass, if a church is like a few hundred years old, if you look at the glass, all the glass is at the bottom. It sinks, and you're probably looking at that going, "There's no way glass sinks." Like literally, what you'll see, the glass is dead thick at the bottom and dead thin at the top, because over the years it still droops down. Who's this? Ronnie. Hi mate, you right? You just bored in that triangle. Yeah. Looking good. What's on here? Oh, he's flying, Josh, isn't he? That one's done as well. Going well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice to have a proper plasterer, isn't it?
Is he here?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna have to dig some photos up. So, what year did we start? Because Pitville we done.
Pitville was...
I've got loads of pictures of us lifting the steels in.
Yeah.
Then doing the back garden.
Yeah, the extension.
The extension.
Did you get any pictures when we plastered the kitchen extension? I came in and out to do with all the skylights. Remember we threw the first coat and you were like, right, what's next? I was like, the second coat.
Yeah, thought that was it. That looks sound. I'm gonna get reported for making this a dumping site soon, aren't I? So Tony's putting this is my new toy, innit? 12 amp battery and my new circular saw. Tony's putting it to use, doing the other side of this trailer. So as you can see, he's got one side set up now. We're going to put a bit of plywood on that, and then he's going to put another one, and then we're going to do this side as well. And then we've got a few more trailers to do then, haven't we? So I'll have to go and get more of that wood, but we could do with getting, I think we've got 4 trailers that could potentially be racked out, and then we've got you know, loads of space to be putting all materials and everything everywhere then. And Ronnie's just warming his fingers up in the van. Ronnie's been doing the welding, but he said his fingers are freezing, so he's just... What have you got? White finger? No. Freezing. That feels normal now. Everything feels normal today, doesn't it? So Ronnie's just welded the other plate onto the door so that when we shut that, it finishes flushing. No one can get access to the bolts. What's your next job now? It's that other one up there, isn't it? So we've got another, the locks on the other gate at the end. He's going to put the 2 same ones as these on the other gate. I'm just connecting the mixer up. I'm going to give this a go. Turn it on. Tony's doing the cupboards and we're just waiting for the windows and stuff to arrive, although there's loads of other jobs done here to do. However, it's freezing, like all the roofs are just frozen, so we can't really do anything on them. And then yeah, just going to try and have a good tidy up. So I'll get the waters and the electric in. That'll be one job to get done today. So I'm going to get this connected up, turn it on, give that a try, and then I'm going to go and pick up the armoured cable to do the double sockets on the yard. So back on the yard, I'm going to get this connected up now, and then I've just picked up the armoured cable. So we've got 4mm to do the socket, and then I've got some 1.5mm to do some floodlights as well. So we'll get Get those connected up now. Oh, it's still freezing here. But yeah, I'm just cutting this, getting insert in. And then another job is to concrete the bottom of these so that we can get the lids on and then nothing will grow through. So we're having a bit of a nightmare with this. We've got the water connected, however, when we started trying to push the thingy through, we lost the string. So we got string this end, but we've lost it that end. So what we're going to do now is we're going to connect the string and the cable to the... We just tried using a bottle to try and see if that would help push it through. But we're going to connect the string and the cable to the water pipe, pull that through, and then use the string to pull it back. Hopefully. I was hoping you might have pulled the thread through. No sign of it. No sign of the string. Right, so what we'll do is we'll take this off now and we'll send the blue pipe back through here. Or try. Yeah. Go on, keep going. Go on. Nearly there. Nearly there, go on. Yep. Right, I've got it. So we're now, what we've done is we've disconnected the cable, the string here, you can see. And we've connected it to, you can see there, we've connected it to the blue pipe, and we've put this on the blue pipe and then just put the reel on a rake. So now hopefully we're going to send this through dead slow. Ronnie's going to pull the blue pipe with the cable through now like that, and hopefully this is going to spin, and I'm going to feed this string through, and then we should be able to pull the string back through with the blue pipe, and that is all our ducting done then. You ready, Ron? Go ahead. Yeah, you going? Hey, I wouldn't want to do that over the big run. What's that, 30 metres? Hey?
You see all the lads up along the fucking the helmets and all that on the big thing. And you've got the big massive drills.
So we need that to go enough. No, to go 6 metres high.
What, this one?
That's the lighting cable for the floodlight. So let's pull 6 metres through. I've got 100 metres of that, so we've got loads. So pull 6 metres through, it's on the reel still. And then what we need to do is now attach... No, now we need to try and push the blue pipe back through, don't we?
Here, don't you?
Send the blue pipe back through.
You're sending this one up there as well?
Yeah, why not? It needs to come out somewhere, doesn't it? Might as well send it. Might as well send it up here, and then I'll get a pole up that then, yeah. Sound? Right, so we've got the lighting one through, and then we've just pushed the blue one back through, and what we've done is connect the string back. So I'll tie the string to here now, and we know we've got a string that will go the full way. Then if we ever need to poke anything through, what we do need to poke through is CCTV, so it's a good job we did do that. I'll go and get that reel now. We'll poke the CCTV through as well. So we've just pushed the black pipe through, or the black armoured through, and here we go. Please be... Oh, look at that. Hey, Ronnie. Hey. And we've got the string to pull the other one through. Do you want to go and get the 1.5mm armoured, the lighting one? Oh, thank God for that. I tell you what, I don't envy anyone who does ducting, mate. Oh, I mean, I was planning to put 3 ductings in, but then I had the trouble knocking this bloody 500mm thick concrete. I thought, yeah, one will do. Right, we're just packing away, and what have we got done, Ron? We've got...
Not enough.
Not enough. Always not enough, but... Yeah, I'll tell you one thing I've got done, Ron. Ready for this?
gonna fucking wash you tomorrow.
Hi mate, you okay? Oh boss.
In the socket,
Yeah,
between the socket and where you put it up,
yeah.
there was a wire broken inside that.
Oh, shut up. Oh, you do? Oh, I get you, like in the actual cable.
Nothing you've done.
In the wiring loom.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
I've put a loop inside the plug, but anyway, everything's working perfect now, and I've got your new wipers on there.
Right, let me run and let me get Ben to grab the keys off you then, because he's on Woodcroft now, and
Perfect.
I'll pick it up. I'll get him to leave it in the street and I'll grab it.
Okay, I'm off away now, but I'll be back on Monday.
All right, let me send him to get the keys now. Cheers.
Okay. Thank you.
What do I owe you?
Oh, 80 quid altogether.
Sam, cheers for that.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Oh, we've got so much to do, so little time. Where's Ben? Hey, good, isn't it? So I've just been to Woodcroft Garage to pick my van up, pick the keys up off Ben, and then I've just gone and swapped the vans. Stop saying I've just been to the Brickworks office as well, just to have a chat while I was passing, and now I've got to go back to the yard to lock up properly. So Ronnie and Tony have locked up, but I've got to go and move some bits around and whatever. I had to rush off before because I was getting my hair cut. Don't be able to tell, but I've lost about 2 inches off my hair, because when we had Simmo's funeral, it's like the first time I've not worn my cap, and I was just like, oh my god, how long's my hair? It was literally like down here, so I just thought, right, that needs to go. So a bit easier now to wash my hair as well, but a bit of a frustrating day. I mean, I'm so happy that I've got the mixer going. It's so time consuming fitting electrics, by the way, like, and like that 40 amp switch, there was just no reason whatsoever for that to be as tight as it was. Like, just literally, it's a 40 amp switch going on like a wall. It's not like a house where people are going to be like, oh, look at the size of that switch. It's going in a cupboard in a yard. That you could have made that box like 3 times bigger and just give me more room to like terminate the cables, considering it's 3-phase as well. But there's just there's so much to do because I've started playing footy again. I've stopped doing the Saturdays on the yard, and I can notice a big difference now, like where the yard's just sort of like sat still, whereas the Saturdays were good because I could go around and get loads ticked off. And the weather now, it's like nothing gets done till 10 o'clock because everything's just like, everyone's like cold, stiff, like setting things up. And so today's like, I'm trying to think, we did get all the ducting in, which was good, and that, even that took ages. It's like learning as we go. But yeah, tomorrow I've got a bay window to EPDM for a call out that I did a while ago. They've kept my number and give me a ring, and I've got to go to my flats because apparently one of the tenants like trashed the flats, and he's like damaged the oven, the hood, the kitchen cupboards, like everything. So I need to go tomorrow. I've ordered a new oven, a new hood, all stuff for it, so I'm gonna go tomorrow and just see if we can box that off, do the things, and then the lads will be on. I don't know what to do. Need to get the roof done to get paid for that milestone, which is, apparently the lad said it's basically done, but it'll be all the bits that I've got to do before the scaffolding goes down. So I don't know whether to leave the lads on there or whether I've got to be on there with them. So what I might do is I might go in the morning to the extension, have a look, set them up, do the bits that I need to do, then I'll go to the flats, have a look at that, and then I'll do this roof in the afternoon when it's warmed up a bit. That's the plan, but we'll see how it pans out. And I'd love to just do a week on the yard. Once Weston sells, I'm gonna get that yard like looking amazing, because it feels like it's so close yet so far. But yeah, that's it for Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Come on. Friday morning, and I was up at I woke up about 4:30 today, and I was like, should I try and get another bit of sleep? And I checked my emails, and normally if I see an email that I'm thinking, see one from Builder Control, and I thought, what are they going to ask for now? Like, are they going to issue this certificate? They can't possibly ask for any more drawings or details or anything. And it was the building certificate, so he just said, yeah, there you go, all done now. Engineer's happy with everything. And I think the confusion was, I've got down to what it was now. The confusion was that the back of the house has got a basement, but the basement's at the front of the house. However, because we put the steel in at the back, they thought the basement went to the back of the house. However, when I sent the plans through again and said, like, just to clarify that, you know, the basement doesn't run across the back of the house, because they were asking about reinforcing the basement wall at the back, where obviously we'd sat the steels on the pillars. And yeah, I feel like as soon as that was clarified, he was like, oh yeah, that's fine. And it's just like, I'm happy that I've got the certificate, but I was like saying to my mates in a group then, I was like, you know, this is like the first time I've ever really had like an issue or a delay with Builder Control, because Builder Control is the minimum standard you've got to do. So like, it shouldn't be hard to meet the minimum standards, and I know we've gone above and beyond on this, so that's why it was frustrating for me. And it turns out that it was what I was hoping or expecting it to be, that it was just like, you know, these little details, these box ticking, or like drawings, or they just needed something on the file to go, oh yeah, okay, I understand now that's that. But yeah, I'm obviously happy. So what we can do now is I've already sent that on to the buyer's solicitor, and hopefully we can chase them for a completion date. I'm sure they'll want to get in before Christmas, so we are sort of near the end of November now. I'm sure they'll be chasing to complete now before Christmas. So that was the last piece of the puzzle from my end. So I don't know if there's anything else they're waiting on now. They've had damp surveys, roof surveys, drone surveys. Like, they've been quite full on this house, so you know, it's all good that they've done all that, and we've, you know, hopefully we've done everything so that when they move into this house that they're happy, and you know, they can see that we've gone above and beyond to try and make it a forever home for them, really. Right, so I'm on the way to the extension job. Busy day today. I know every day's busy, every week's busy, but we have got a busy day today because I've got to go the extension job, set the lads up, and then I've got to go to the flats that I own, and I've got to connect a new oven, an extractor fan, a radiator, and just tidy this flat up ready for someone to move in as soon as. Yeah, apparently a bit damaged there, so I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know the extent of the damage, but we'll see when we get there. And student jobs cracking on. Oh, and then I've got to go and do this bay roof window for someone, one of the call outs, so I didn't have time to do it yesterday. And then hopefully when this house sells, I can just spend a bit of time on the yard, which I know everyone enjoys seeing coming together. That was the reason we started the YouTube, so Although we padded out with extensions and shooting jobs, which I hope you're still enjoying. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to start putting money into the yard and getting it up and running and working and stuff. Although I did get sent, unfortunately, a piece in the paper by the local councillors in Garston who've sort of reignited their sort of beliefs in that they want to stop the builders yard completely, not just obviously the planning. They're trying to say that, you know, that we're putting a builders yard there rather than it already being one, and we're just reopening it. So I don't know how far they want to go with that, but obviously I feel like I've done everything right when I bought the yard and gone through all the right procedures and stuff. So we'll see. One day hopefully I can have the councillors on board and they'll see that it's a positive rather than a negative. But time will tell. So I've started looking again at the piling machines because we've got so much piling to do, and I know that my sister's extension is going to need piling, the yard needs piling, the student job needs piling, any other extensions we get might need piling. So I just think it's about time we invested and went for a piling machine, because there's so much, and it's just having that on the yard. If we're doing something to go, oh well, you know, rather than digging that and doing this, why don't we just knock a piling tube in and then concrete it, and even like fence posts and stuff. So like the ones on the yard, we could have piled the tube down and just sat the steel in and concreted it, and then that would have been, you know, saved us all that bother. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good purchase for the company. Right, that's enough. Let's go to the extension job. It's been a good week, so I'm going to treat the lads to breakfast before we start, and gives us a chance to for the weather to warm up a bit before we start getting this roof finished. So we've got left now.
2 brain cells.
Well, you're all full now, aren't you? I am. I'm full. We've got left.
I didn't even swear, Andy.
He's getting better. What we've got left is we've just got these hips to go on. So the lads have done these bits here. Ronnie's just going to go and get some top hats to cover these. And we just need to just neaten everything up, get the ridges on the top. And then what we're going to do is mix some red mortar and just finish the tops off. So you can see it's all waterproof at the top. We're just going to mix some red mortar where the joins are. Do you need more?
I think we're going to need more ridge tiles ourselves.
So you go Beasley's around the corner, then get some top hats, ridge tiles. What else do you want? White silicone you wanted, didn't you? And we're going to get, and then just swap any tiles that are broken.
Why have you done that, Andy?
I didn't do that. It must have been you, that.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking good. I have literally got a second because I've had to park on the street. There's nowhere to park on this road.
Just going to put a stop here for that bit so I can do a return. And then everything here except the bay and this will be done.
Sound? Looking good?
It's only had a flatten. 2 flattens, sorry.
Yeah. You look
We need to 20/7.
Has Sam been again? He was saying about like he was worried like the rooms are like, but they're all similar size, aren't they? No.
Was it Gary he was with? Yeah. He was talking to Gary about the size of the rooms, and he was umming and on about bed sizes and questioning.
Yeah, the one up there, whether it fits.
He was questioning whether he could have borrowed a bit off the front room to make the back room bigger, and like.
I just said to him, it's like, don't even do.
Ben was like, it's massive.
Yeah, it is big. Yeah.
Does he think it's small?
He's just worried, isn't he? He wants it to be perfect.
It will be.
Yeah.
Especially where.
Sam, if you can come with me, I just need to go and do a bay roof. Have we got? No, it'll be down here, won't it? Sam, she's just skimming today. Yeah. Bowden.
We're going to get into there. I just don't want to be on there because I had the mix over and I've done that there. So, you know, every loads of areas are ready and nothing goes to waste.
Yeah.
And there's loads of opposites.
I was going to say, that's one thing that's like, when you can do like little...
I reckon I've probably had a full bag of waste in like the...
Oh, that's not good enough.
In like the 10 mixes of
Hey,
duff bag.
room for improvement.
I'll give you the 10. I'll give you the 10, yeah. But it's looking good, lad.
Looking good.
Nice one.
So I've got the key for the student office, and the owner didn't have the back one key, so I just had to come in through the back and open the shutters for them. I think they've, don't mind me robbing some of these, they've rented all the houses out now, so you can see what they look like. Lovely. You can see the students come in here, they'll get a glimpse of what the houses are like, and then obviously they'll have all the videos of them getting done and all new and stuff. So they've got a really good thing going on at Brickworks, and they do really look after the students. So if anyone is thinking of sending the kids to university in Liverpool, then definitely give Brickworks a shout, because I'm sure you can see from the pictures, and you know, I know they look after the tenants as well, because Jordan and Sam used to be obviously students, that's how they started it. They could see the lack of quality student accommodation, and obviously went out the way and have built these houses now, which, you know, when you think the difference between, like, you just used to say, oh yeah, a student's house, oh, it must be a dump, to what they are now is amazing. So yeah, definitely give them a shout if you are looking. I'll get you in on the camera.
Yeah.
We've just been past that. I was going to go to the shop there, but it's closed down. There was like a little DIY shop in Egbert there that's gone now. I don't know what happened, whether they just weren't making enough money or whatever. But yeah, it's funny because there was when I put the idea out that I was going to open a yard, there was someone who was like done a pure map search and was like, well, you've got B&Q, you've got Adams and Barrow, you've got the place in Garston, the place in Garston's closed down, Adams and Barrow's closed down, so there's literally I don't even know where you'd go now, other than B&Q. So you'd have to go all the way to Speak. There's no little DIY shops anymore. So maybe some people might be thinking, oh, do you know what? It might not be a bad thing having a DIY shop in Garston.
And maybe the competition, because of the competition.
Yeah, well, there's less competition now, yeah. Everyone seems to be closing down. How are you anyway?
I'm fine.
Are you enjoying it? Are you still enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Still learning?
I want to learn skimming with Josh.
Yeah? You can have a go?
I've done it for some times before, but not good enough in it.
Yeah.
So I will give it a go with Josh.
Yeah, give it a go on here, see what you think.
Yeah, I can.
That's the only way to get better.
Sorry?
The only way to get better is to
practice.
Is to have a go, yeah, and keep practicing. Oh, and they won't know much about you on YouTube, will they? People won't know much about you. How long have you been with us now?
Maybe 1 year.
A year?
Yeah.
No.
Not much time.
No way you've been with us a year?
Yeah, in Liverpool?
No, I meant with the company. I was gonna say.
Sorry. No, sorry. I just got wrong, sorry.
I was thinking, wow, that's gone quick.
It's been a year.
So you've been in Liverpool for a year?
Maybe 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah.
I was going to say.
Because of the hat.
So where were you before Liverpool?
In Manchester.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I started working there as a labourer also. So I just learned there the boarding.
Yeah.
And
insulating.
Yeah, insulation, boarding.
And then I can't remember. How did you get my number? Did you just see the van and Google it?
Yeah. First I came to Woody.
Yeah.
Then I just didn't find it because I think everyone was on break, so I just took your name from the van.
Yeah. I always think anyone who goes like out the way, who's like, you know, looking for work and they sort of go out the way, because some people just like are lazy. Like, you get stuff on like Indeed and stuff, if you put adverts on them, they just like set there and you're like
you have to go and search yourself, not on
yeah.
rely on Indeed and these websites.
Right, we're gonna end up going to Screwfix here because or B&Q, because there is literally nowhere else to go now. So what is it you want to do? What's your dream job? Where do you want to be in like 5 years?
I want to be complete builder. I want to do everything. My next aim is to, in January or maybe in February, I will take the course of electrician also.
You want to do electrics, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. But you want to learn everything?
Yeah.
Like a sponge? Ah, that's good. Well, you're lucky then that we do a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Because most firms just do like
you, Ben, I can see that you know the electric work, boarding, the scheming also, and he also knows the.
Right, we're just at the lock-up and we're just going to start. I wanted to get some bits from here, but I was also having a look what's in here. And we'll just start taking some of the tools out. It's all like condensation in here, which I've got to watch because obviously I've got all electric tools which I don't want rusting. So we're going to take these and we'll start clearing this bit out. Yeah, I forgot to film. So we're just on this call out job, and what's happened is we found the cause of the leak. So we've got, sorry, let me get this EPDM out of the way. Can I just give you that sec? What we've done is just took the window out of the thing. We've got obviously a roof here, so we can't put any scaffolding or ladders up. But here's the problem. Oh, he's pulled it out. The fella inside, they had a condensate pipe that finished here, and as you can see, it's just, I don't know if that's to do with the wear and tear of just the water coming out over years, or to do with it being acidic, that it's managed to wear the lead away quicker. But then they've also got like loads of splits and stuff. They've had, someone's been on here and painted it, and it's failed again. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a new length of EPDM, so rubber, and we're going to lap it up and we're going to put it underneath these roof tiles. So these roof tiles sit over, we're going to nail the EPDM to this, and then it's going to lap down, it's going to glue to this lead, and then it's going to clip into these clips, which I'm just putting on now. Get that one out of the way, that's the drip trim. So I'll get that out of the way and I'll show you this one. So I'm going to screw this on now, so it's got somewhere to fix into, and the rubber laps over this, and you cut it off and then it clips in, and that way it drips into the gutter and not anywhere else. I'll show you that now when I get through to it. The one bit I've got to get to is, not sure the best way of doing it, whether if I make a little incision in the rubber, I should be able to slide that on and it still remain watertight, because obviously the gutter sits over this as well. So yeah, should be fine that. Right, so I'll just show you how this works basically. Oh, it's a tight little space this. So rubber goes down. Can you see this bit? So as long as the rubber's between this lip and where it clips in, so see where I've got it, don't go past that, because you won't get that in, you won't get that to clip in. See that one there clips in there, you won't get that to clip in if you go past that. So I'm going to get this on, I can cut this off now, and then what I'm going to do is glue this on and tack it to there, and then we've got, this gives you the drip, so as it rains it comes over there, it cannot physically go underneath there because it's so crimped in, and it comes off, drips, and that lands halfway in the gutter then. So I'm just going to get that last bit on then, and then what I'll do is I'll peel this back, and we've got some spray contact adhesive, and then we'll nail it here, and then we know that's not going to blow off. Right, as you can see, we've got all new rubber in, and what I've done is I've lapped it up underneath these tiles as well, so literally there's nothing that can get through. And then also what I've done is where that pipe was coming through, I just made a hole and poked it back through. Now obviously the rubber's like in a sort of seal around it now, so that should be fine. And I'll just what I'm going to do is extend this pipe, and I could maybe put like a blob of silicone around that as well, just to be sure. And we just need to pull these tiles back over, and I'll put this gutter back on over it as well, and that way you can see that nothing's going to come through here now, because this is all one piece of rubber. And I don't know, did I show you before about the drip trims? So this is what I meant, look. So you get like a nice tight grip down there, and it clips in and obviously falls in the middle of the gutter. So yeah, another job done. We've done that job. They've asked me to do a few other bits as well, so I'm going to get some materials for that and pop back. There's like a gutter at the front that's leaking, and I've recommended they extend that condensate pipe, because I don't know whether that acidity in the water has or would cause the EPDM to wear. I don't know, so I just thought, for the sake of, you know, a few quid. I went to my mate, shout out to Greg, for having a look at my eye the other day. I think when we were doing the concrete, I just got like dust or something or a bit in my eye. He said he pulled a bit out, and he just said to keep it. It always feels weird doing that. But he said use these and it'll just heal a lot quicker. I've just dropped Labby off at the student job because you know, I had a good chat with him there on the way back about his faith, and you know, he's quite a strong believer, and he is of the Islamic faith, and he was just going through some of the stuff that they have to do. So I said to him, oh, we're going to go here, and he mentioned about, I asked him, I said, oh, don't you need to pray at lunchtime? And he was like 1:30, and I was like, oh, well, I'll drop you off and swap with Luke, because we might be longer than that, you see, and it's a special day today or something. So normally he can pray anywhere, however today he has to go to the mosque. So that's why I'm going to get Luke now, and he was telling me some of the stuff. I mean, when you first hear it, it does sound quite obviously far-fetched and a bit mad to think that this is part of a religion. However, he explained it quite well, Labby. He was like, they're not meant to stand, they're not meant to urinate standing up. It's all about cleanliness. He was going through everything. He was like, they can have, I think it was 3 or 4 wives maximum, or girlfriends, and if they split up with the wife, they're not allowed to go with anyone else for 4 months, because sperm stays inside the vagina for 4 months. Hey, you're going to be thinking, what the hell is he going on about here? Have you had a chat with Labby about his religion yet?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, he was just telling me some of the stuff then that he can and can't do. And
oh shit, I forgot my phone.
Go on.
No, bye.
She was saying about it's all to do with cleanliness, and he was saying he's got to go away now and wash himself before he goes to the
mosque.
The mosque, because you're not allowed to enter with like any dirt on you. And I was like, well, like, yes, he didn't have any dirt on him, and he's like, yeah, your clothes, yourself, this and that, like everything's got to be clean. And then he was going on about you obviously clean yourself with water, but if there's no water, you can clean yourself with soil, because soil gets rid of like the bad bacteria in urine and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, Oh, to be fair, I should have recorded him because he explained it a lot better than me.
Yeah. Well, I got a Quran off him.
A what?
A Quran.
Ah, that'd be why he said I'm going to get you a present.
Yeah. He's trying to convert everybody.
Is he?
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of their religion. Are you a non-believer?
Non-believer, me, mate.
You don't believe in any God at all?
I hope so. I hope we don't just die and that's it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hope obviously there's something. It's gotta be. I hope there is.
Like what though? Just like your spirit or your mind, your soul?
I don't know, to be honest.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
No.
See, I don't believe in reincarnation because there's not enough.
I've had a lot of death. I've had to deal with a lot of death in my life. And that's why I hope.
You hope there is?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like change. I mean, there's times where you're going through. Have you ever prayed?
No.
No?
I've come from a Catholic family.
Yeah.
I've been baptised and all that. But yeah, it's just like. Me nan used to go to friggin' Rome and everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, I've had times where I felt like I've been having like a bad time or stuff's happened, and I've like a lot of the time in footy as well, you know, when we do like minute silence and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll like
a few words, yeah.
I'll be thinking like, oh, of like, you know, people I've lost or people up there thinking that. Well, yes, but I've never really thought about it like that, but I do talk to people while when we do a minute silence in footy. I'll talk to like me nan and my granddad and my dogs.
Yeah.
And my mate Anthony who passed away. So I suppose in a way,
do you ever like say to yourself if it's somebody, a relative who's died and it's their birthday, you always go, happy birthday? Do
you know what? That? I don't know.
I do.
Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe I will now. I mean, the only way I remember birthdays now is Facebook.
But yeah, I'm good with birthdays, mate.
Yeah.
I even can remember my best mate's birthday from primary school.
No, that is
the
good.
5th of December, which is soon, isn't it?
You're going to give him a shout out?
What are we on?
Do you not need that tune? You're going to change the subject now?
Yeah.
Right, so me and Luke are going to the flats that I own because apparently the care provider has messaged the housing association to say that one of the tenants has gone a bit mad and has trashed the flat. So no idea what that means, because a lot of the time I turn up to these things and they go like, this isn't working or that's doing this and that, and I get there and it's completely opposite, and they just, obviously they're not as educated in what they're doing and stuff. So I might walk in and the room's completely gone, or I might walk in and it's like, you know, an easy fix, and they're just saying that it's completely gone. So yeah, let's have a look. So it's not too bad, is it? No. They said something about rad as well, so I mean the wallpaper, that's down to them anyway. Obviously this was just white when he moved in, but he's pulled, I don't know how, he's pulled the brackets off the floor, this off the wall. So this was obviously to have, you've got to have 20 centimetres either side of a oven, and you can't just have the oven right next to the fridge. So the oven's gone, hasn't it? Whatever the old one is gone, isn't it? I think he smashed that, they said. The drawer was pulled out. This cupboard was hanging off, but we've managed to get that one back on, and we've still got the cable for to connect the oven, the heat flex. However, we put this cupboard back on because this had come off, but the brackets bent, so we need new brackets. I think I've got some of them in my van. The microwave's gone, because I give them a microwave each as well. Oh, and then look at that. Is he like stood on that, or? And the hinges have come off that as well, haven't they? They've been pulled right out. So it might need a... See how we go on, whether we can get something to put over it, or it might need a new unit. Let's have a look, see how much we can get done, and then have a look in the other room, whether the rad's hanging off. So another thing that's gone wrong is, I don't understand how this has happened, but if you can see that gap there, and it's tight either side, so there's nothing I can do about that. It just leaks out of there. I don't know if it's warped or whatever. If I had one of these in my van, however, this is an air admittance one, so which is better. And it's telescopic, so this one won't do. I'm gonna have to go and buy a telescopic air admittance one. And then there's been a bit of bubble in here as well, which is a bit annoying. So I might have to. I don't really know how to fix that other than pull everything out and re-glue it. I don't know, yeah. But underneath here, these rooms are actually fiberglassed. So because of the issues we doing call-outs and student jobs and whatever with dripping, what I did in these flats is when we done the bathrooms, I fiberglassed the whole room, so it comes 150mm up that, up the wall, and then we put a grid in. So if there was ever like, you know, a really bad, I mean, I think they've put like things down it, like cleaner down it, that's why it's green. If there was ever like a flood here and it was leaking out, I know that it's not going to go through to the flat below. It's all going to drain into that, hopefully. I mean, we have had one instance where it did work, so it's been worth doing. But I just need to find out why this has gone a bit bubbly. So next thing was that this drawer, wasn't it? So all this had come off. Now the hinges have come off there, but we're lucky that we've got obviously end panels either side. So we've got a bit more. I'm hoping we've got this the right.
Nice.
Still got the soft close, yeah. So now we just need to get the cupboard on, and we've put brackets underneath here just so that doesn't move. And then I didn't know what to do with this because we'd have to. I'm sure I had spares of these, you know, maybe in the basement. Let me go and have a look.
Did you get the kitchen from Bowden's?
No, from Mike, who we do all the kitchen, Optimum. But I'm thinking of putting a mat. Just put a mat over there, you know, like the little rubber things that you can stand the knife in. So I'm going to have a look to Harden's now. We've got to go and get some other bits. But let's get this last cupboard on. And then all we're left with then is the bathroom and that cupboard, is it? And the extractor fan. We need a plug. Because show them the plug that come with that one. Where is it? Oh, there. The little European one. Thanks AO for sending us a... That was the first day I got it. So this is the day I got the keys. Not downloading off here. Come on. Oh, I've got no signal, have I? Here, Eddie.
Good.
Literally, the council come and knocked it all down. Got rid of the roof. That was all gone, mate.
Wow.
So that was day one. I got the keys, like, and then we just obviously went to work. There's Josh. Went to work rebuilding it. Got it back to how it is now.
That's nuts down there.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
No.